So to crate or to not crate your puppy, it's a question I get asked a lot as a puppy trainer. So it's something we're going to have a look at in brief today about what might be the best option for you and your puppy. So I'm Lisa and this is the Dog Club. So in the last 20-30 years, there's been a lot more research into dog psychology and dog well-being. And there really is a strong understanding nowadays that our dogs and our puppies need a safe space. Now, that's been sort of emphasised a lot in a puppy crate or a puppy den. So lots of people nowadays do have a crate for their puppy, which very often is like a metal box with a door, perhaps on the front and on the side, often with a blanket over it just to help it feel a bit cosier, a bit darker when it's sleep time. It could be a more canvas made crate, which has got perhaps a plastic frame and then has canvas sides and tops and bottoms. It really does depend on what's suitable for your puppy. Now, that's not necessarily the best option for everybody, so think about safety. Does your puppy need to be in the safety of a closed pen or crate at night? And think about also what your puppy is used to. Ask the breeder, if they came from a breeder or a rehoming centre or wherever they came from, what they previously did. So you can try and maintain that consistency and try and create the same thing for your puppy. So if they used a crate at the breeders and the puppy was quite comfortable with that, then you can maintain that and continue it. When you're trying to incorporate a crate for your puppy and introduce them to sleeping in that pen or crate, it's really important to spend some time building it up with the dog so that they've got some really positive associations with the crate, so it's somewhere that they really want to spend time. You can't just pop them in there and close the door and hope for the best, because then they're going to feel very negatively about that crate, and that's not what we want. So I do have a separate video about how to introduce the crate to your puppy, so have a look at that. I'll pop the link in the description. So when you're thinking about whether you should introduce a puppy pen or crate to your puppy, think about your own home. For example, do you have children? Because sometimes then it is a really good advantage to have somewhere that your puppy can take themselves off to. It's a really good way of incorporating self-regulation. The puppy can identify, okay, I'm starting to feel tired, I'm starting to feel overwhelmed, I've got somewhere I can take myself that's nice and quiet, that's just for me. So that's an important safety aspect, particularly when you have puppies that might have a tendency to nip or bite and they just want some me time, really just a time to chill out and relax. Never ever use your crate as somewhere to punish your puppy. So for example, if they do start nipping and biting or maybe jumping up at visitors, don't ever use that crate as somewhere as like a timeout area, because as I said earlier, it's really important that it becomes a safe, happy place where your dog wants to hang out. So the emphasis really is on about a safe space. Yes, crates are a good idea for some people. Some puppies, it's not for them because they perhaps don't like the idea of feeling contained. But then think about what you're using as your safe den. Is the crate the right size? And that kind of thing. So have a think about whether it's somewhere where your puppy really wants to spend some time. So I hope that's been really useful for you. I do one-to-one sessions as well, full of lots of advice for puppies owners and puppy owners to be, and that's something we can do online on a session that lasts about an hour, or we could do a full course with 2 or 3 sessions where I can take you through everything you need to know about looking after your puppy, training your puppy and avoiding really common mistakes. So again, I'll pop the link for that in the description. So I hope to see you soon and I hope that's been useful.